Hamdan, the falcon crowned by the desert sky. In lands where sun ignites the sand, where sky and earth meet hand in hand, a boy was born of royal flame, and Hamdan was his noble name. Not just a title, not just a role, but bearer of a kingdom's soul. The winds of Rub al-Khali cried. The dunes bowed low and mystified, for they had seen in ages past the birth of empires meant to last. Yet in this prince, a light so rare, they whispered hope into the air. Born of vision, born of peace, a herald of a new release. The blood of Rashid in his vein, and echoes of his father's reign. Yet from the start he walked his path, with gentler hands, but lion's wrath. He did not hide behind the walls of marble courts or gilded halls. He rode with stallions, fierce and proud, his spirit high, his laughter loud. The falcons flew where he would go, through desert winds and mountain snow. Adventure called, he always answered, no throne could make his soul incaptured. The sky was never high enough, the sea not deep, the road not rough. He climbed, he dove, he ran with fire, each heartbeat chasing something higher. A poet prince, he bared his mind, in verses soft and lines refined. No veil of pride, no mask of fear, just truth in every word sincere. The world would read and find him near, as if their own thoughts had grown clear. He spoke of love not clothed in gold, but in the ways a hand is held, of longing deep, of loss and pain, of joy that falls like desert rain. And millions read, and millions wept, and in his words, their silence slept. Yet poetry was just one thread in all the books that he has read. Upon the wall of time and fate, he sketches dreams that captivate. With each new dawn, Dubai would rise, reflecting fire in his eyes. He is the soul of moving streams, a leader made from more than dreams. For when the storms around him blew, he stood like towers cutting through. He learned to lead not just from height, but side by side, in morning light. He walks among his people still, not just with law but heart and will. The laborer with calloused hands, the shepherd wandering the sands, the merchant by the crowded shore, all know his name, and something more. He listens not with crown-bound pride, but as a brother at their side. He sees their fears, he shares their fire. He lifts them gently, ever higher. He does not speak with pomp and show. He leads with trust that steady grows. What prince would risk the mountain trail, or run with wild mustangs without fail? Who else would dive into the sea, and taste the breath of being free? This is no heir locked in a tower, but a man who lives in every hour, and through the skyline that ascends, a future with his spirit blends. The palm trees stretch, the towers gleam, the roads like veins in living dream. A city not just made of stone, but shaped from minds that he's grown. Technology and culture twine, with art and soul in firm design. A modern arc, a shining flame, and at its heart, Hamdan's name. No tyrants rule, no iron law, but vision held in deep awe. He sees a world where none should fall, where youth are raised, where dreams stand tall. Where science, sport, and spirit race, to lift the glory of their place. Where women rise with equal grace, and future meets its own embrace. O Prince who speaks in tongues of art, with warrior's frame and lion's heart. Your eyes have seen what few can dream, a truth that flows like ancient stream. You wear the crown not on your brow, but in the deeds you shape right now. The sands remember every step. The falcons whisper what they've kept. The horses know your rhythm well, each gallop like a sacred spell. And when the desert meets the sea, there too you walk with destiny. You've met the world in every form, from icy peaks to tropic storms. Yet still return with humble soul, with UAE carved in your goal. You hold your faith not as a sword, but as a path toward accord. You bow before your nation's grace, and lift its flag through time and space. You are the calm before the fight, the candle in the darkest night, the sand that shifts yet never breaks, the silence that the sunrise wakes. A prince who loves, a prince who dares, a prince who leads because he cares. The world may praise the tallest spire, but greater still, your quiet fire. The strength that doesn't need to roar, the crown that lifts the many more. So write, O Hamdan, write again, let verses fall like softest rain. Let children hear your steady voice, and in your path, let them rejoice. Let every falcon call your name, and echo it through skies aflame. Let fathers point to what you've done, and mothers say, look at this son. Let leaders pause and take a note from all the lines that you have wrote. For power lies not in the throne, but how a man stands all alone. When time shall pass and empires fade, and gold is lost to dust and shade, still shall your legacy be sung, by every tongue, by old and young. Not just a prince of regal line.